I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle.
Today, from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, Mobley. He completes it to Evans. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's 2nd and 9. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Mobley. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's got some space here. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
On 1st and 10, Mobley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
What we would consider generational for most players, we simply take for granted at this point with Aaron Donald. 7th straight All-Pro season last year, complete with 12.5 sacks and a career high in tackles. And who could forget the sequence he had down the stretch to help Los Angeles secure a Super Bowl win.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Mobley. And that'll be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Mobley.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a carry for Bernard.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Again, here's Bernard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. We'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Akers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Stopped for a loss by the safety, Antoine Winfield Jr.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check it to a throw the next time.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
as a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Brandt. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on first down. Mobley. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on second down. Off the play fake. Mobley. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Mobley. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Bernard. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Mobley. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, here's Fournette. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
On 1st down, Mobley, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage from 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brandt, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 32.
To throw again. Brandt, he'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Brandt got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a second down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mobley. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Fournette really solidified his place with the Bucs last season. He ran for over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns and caught an impressive 69 passes. Tampa made sure he stuck around, too, giving him a new 3-year contract.
On 1st and 10, Mobley looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Let's go now. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Mobley. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive. Brandt. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Brandt over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Throwing on first down. Brandt. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Brandt. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Jefferson really grew into the deep threat LA needed as it ramped up its passing attack, averaging a cool 16 yards per catch. One of the best marks in the league and helping the Rams earn a ring. Back at it again in 2022, picking up a first down with a big play.
First and 10. Brandt.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Brandt escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. And this is caught by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down. Mobley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's a give to Fournette. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Throwing to start the drive. Brandt connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking to throw. Brandt. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
To throw on 3rd down. Brandt. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Mobley gets it out. And he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Operating from the gun. Brandt. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Brandt. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Here we go, set, 33, yellow. Go.
On first down, Brandt. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Akers is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Brandt, and he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Throwing to start the drive.
Mobley to Evans on the slant.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Mobley. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Brandt. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground
to about the 40-yard line.
For that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Mobley. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Rolling to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And now look at him go. 30, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
On for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st and 10, Mobley. And Rudolph has it left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Mobley.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Mobley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mobley.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Succop now for the Tampa Bay field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Ready. Rams 38.
Looking to throw. Brandt. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on first down. Mobley. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Open man downfield is Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.